Hello and welcome to the Feminine as Fuck podcast. I'm your host, Monica Yates, a period and ICF certified women's life coach, and I help women to harness the power of their period and connect to their feminine flow. In these episodes, we will be talking about all things periods, hormones, confidence, health, food, money, sex, business, feminine flow, your brain, energy, and all the stuff that goes through our heads. You will walk away from each episode with new chicken nuggets and truth bombs, as I don't have a filter and I love talking about all the shit that people are thinking but too afraid to say. Hello, beautiful ladies, and welcome back to the podcast. Today I just knocked my ring, sorry. Today we have got an interview, which I actually recorded a while ago, and I don't know why it's taking me so fucking long to upload. I just have other juicy things to upload. But this is an episode that I brought, it was for a Cacao and Convos, and I brought Lisa from Holy Mountain on. Now, if you've been to any of my Australian events, you would have gotten the Holy Mountain beautiful adaptogenic little packages as samples in your goodie bags, and she is talking to us about a nice little beginner's guide to adaptogens, what they actually are, how they support your body, what they do, and some nice ones to start off with on your journey if you've been wanting to try out some adaptogens, get into that witchy archetype and just play with things a little bit more and really just kind of explore and experiment with your body. It's fun. I love using adaptogens. So I hope you enjoy the podcast, and because I do love adaptogens and they're a really nice way to get into that witchy version of ourselves and also help with stress, help with sleep, help with libido, a million and one different things. We are going to be having some delicious cacao elixirs at the New York event. Instead of a champagne arrival, it will be cacao arrival. So you will get a cacao on arrival spiked with a brilliant combination of adaptogens to boost your energy, really open your heart space and get you all into the feminine vibes for each of the days at the New York event. And we're going to be having just so many delicious treats there that are really going to help you get the most out of your experience, and because they're fun, they're witchy, and why the fuck not? So I hope you enjoy the episode, and if you haven't already gotten your tickets to the New York event, there is only a few more days to get your early bird, not early bird, I keep saying early bird, Smart Woman ticket price, and then the prices will go up by $500, so make sure that's $500 US, so make sure that you jump on this deal whilst you can. And of course, the very important women tickets are also available, which gives you a dinner with me, you get a massage, you get your hair done, and you get your makeup done, and you get a beautiful welcome pack that will be sitting in your hotel room when you arrive in the beautiful Big Apple. Oh my God, I'm just so fucking excited. I'm going to New York soon to start prepping some things and meeting some people and looking at the event space in person. So I am really fucking excited. One of my managers is going to fly out with me, and we're going to create a really fun video as well, which I cannot wait for. So I will see you guys on the other side of the episode, and enjoy. Hey, Lisa.
Hi.
Everyone, this is Lisa. So today we're obviously doing a Cacao and Convos. Oh, what are you drinking, Lisa?
I am drinking some warm almond milk with cacao and magic mushrooms, cinnamon and ginger.
Yum.
And honey.
Oh, yum. And I've got a bone broth because I was if I have cacao, okay, I'm going to stay awake because I've got a bit of jet lag, and it's sleeping like a baby, but I'm waking up at 3 a.m. So anything that is going to affect my sleep cycle, I'm just I'm not up for it right now. Not available. Okay, so we will jump straight in. So Lisa's got an amazing brand called Holy Mountain, and I posted a bit about it because I use your stuff on my Instagram. What's the glow one that is yours? What's it called?
Universal Glow.
That shit. I remember messaging you being I don't know whether it's this or something else, but my skin is glowing.
I know, it's so good for skin. Yeah.
What's in that one?
Yeah, so that one has Schizandra. It's got Shatavari, maca. It's got, oh my God, what else? That's 3. And it's got...
So Schizandra,
yes.
That one. What? Because I actually am taking a liquid one of that one now for my liver after my surgery I've just had.
Yes.
What do you feel is the best properties of Schizandra?
For your liver for sure. It's the best liver adaptogen. It's really great at protecting and helps to regenerate and heal liver cells.
Cool.
It's a really balancing herb. And it also helps other herbs that it's paired with use more efficiently in your body. Yeah, really good for energy flow and yeah.
Oh my God, when I started taking Schizandra,
I was like rocket fuel. Like it was literally
Really?
fuel. Like it was honestly, it got to the point where I had to stop taking it for like, I didn't allow myself to have it every day because it was like someone had shoved a rocket up my ass. The energy was insane. Like it was so dangerous.
Yeah.
However, I've noticed that I've nearly finished the bottle of it and I've noticed that it's not having the same effect. Do you reckon you can become like immune to them? Or maybe it was like, it was not something else because it's like the exact same as what I always do. Like my elixirs aren't making me like bounce off the ceiling anymore like they used to.
I don't know. I guess it could be also like just the change in what's going on in your life as well. But yeah, I guess you can kind of become not immune to it, but just your hormones are becoming more balanced. Everything's kind of leveling out. Adaptogens kind of help the peaks and valleys in like your mood and energy and kind of just help balance everything.
Okay.
So that's probably what's going on. I'd say.
Well, that makes sense. Everyone, including myself, is going through like an up level. So it's all been like a little bit tired and mellow. So I feel like no amount of Schizandra is going to give me that peak right now.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. With the peaks and the troughs, actually, I wanted to ask. So obviously, if you're not addressing the root cause of like your stress or your liver health or whatever, no amount of mushrooms are going to fix it. However, can you explain to us though the way that it does sort of help with the stress and the ups and downs? Because even I'm like, I love the terminology around that.
Yeah, so what it does is acts upon your central nervous system, your immune system, and it regulates your hormones. So kind of things that would have been really stressful to you previously, it helps you resist stress and helps in your response to that, helps you adapt to stressful situations. Basically, like they were kind of discovered, I mean, they've been used for like thousands of years in like ancient Indian and Chinese medicine. But the term like adaptogen and the like official classification of the herbs came about in like the late 1940s by Russian scientists. They were trying to develop a performance tonic for their like military and elite athletes, and they studied thousands of herbs, and they came up with, I think it was like 12 at the time, that they found to have these adaptogenic properties to help your body manage and resist stress. So all adaptogens lower stress.
So cool.
Yeah.
So what were the 12?
Very good.
So we can all become military people.
Military people. I don't know what the original 12 are, because now it's like kind of expanded a bit more to about 20. But, you know, the big ones are Schizandra, ashwagandha, reishi, ginseng, cordyceps. What else? Yeah, they're like the really big ones.
Cool. Okay.
There's so many.
Amazing. So if someone has got really, really bad stress for like from their work, for example, how would having an elixir in the morning? Oh, because I think one of the questions somebody asked was like the best way to take them. So
take them. Yeah.
So what I always do is I always put them in my elixir because it's more so like your body can absorb it faster. It doesn't get like killed by their stomach acid or whatever. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah. So the best way to take it, which might not be the most delicious way to take it, would just be
tinctures, like as a
or powder just in warm water. So dissolve it in warm water and take it plain, because then it's not being on an empty stomach. So it's not being impacted by what's sitting in your stomach, what other other herbs you're putting with it. Coffee can also affect it. So, you could take it by itself with like a bit of honey even, or maybe in some juice. That's like probably the best way to like get it in your system without having those side effects of taking it with food.
I always call it, tinctures that just smell like so bad.
Yes.
You get used to them after a while, right? But oh my God, two things. Firstly, we like when I was living at home, like Mum and I would always have our fucking tinctures, and we called it poo juice because it literally was like, it was tasted so gross.
Yeah.
And the second thing I remember, after one of my operations, I was taking so many fucking liquid herbs to like flush my liver out, and I was making out with this guy one time, and he was like, "You smell like a naturopath's lab," and I was like, "You are an asshole."
Like I am. No. Yeah, I
feel like if you take a lot of herbs, it can like, the smell can like seep through your pores.
Yes. I remember last year I got really sick, like with the flu, and like I never get sick. And I went and saw a naturopath, and he made me up a tincture because I wasn't making them at that stage. Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, this one's going to taste so bad." I'm like, "Don't worry. I take so many herbs. I don't care about how it tastes." And it literally was like cigarette butts. Like I was swallowing cigarette butts. It was so bad. And like even putting it in like a full glass of water, I just was struggling to get it down. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, that's not cool. Actually, random side note with this, and I hope my friend doesn't hate me for saying this on the podcast, but I'm not going to name her name. Yeah. One of my friends got a bacterial infection from having, she got really sick, and then she's like, "Oh, I'll be responsible and take some of my liquid herbs." And they were past their use by date, so she got a really bad bacterial infection. And the diarrhea was explosive. Like she had spicy bumhole because her bumhole was like on fucking fire from pooing so much. What? How do you get? I'm actually very interested to know how do you get a bacterial infection like off her.
Taking them. I've like actually never heard of that. I don't know, like because tinctures, if they're made with alcohol, like they can last for years. Like alcohol is such an amazing like preserving agent, like, and that's kind of why it's kind of the best solvent to use. It's not the only reason, but yeah, I've never, maybe if it was like made from like not alcohol, like a glycerin or something, they go off I think a bit faster. But I've never heard of anyone like being sick from taking like off herbs. I just think they kind of like degrade in potency over time.
Yeah, who knows what happens. Who knows? I was really forcing her to surrender with life, so I feel like that was another universal message where the universe just like somehow gave her a bacterial infection from her herbs. Who knows? Anyway, speaking about alcohol and the whatever you use as like the solvent thingy, one of the questions that was asked was how can alcohol and water soluble components products I don't know what she meant to write. I know who wrote this, my friend Madeline. Basically, alcohol or water, can they affect the healing properties?
Yes. Okay. So, like, basically, with alcohol, with water, you can't extract all of the constituents and the compounds, like active ingredients in the herbs. Like with a tea, you're kind of like, you're steeping it for like 5-10 minutes. You can get some vitamins and minerals and that from a tea and from water, but alcohol kind of gets more. And because when you make a tincture, it's got alcohol and water in it. So you're getting like a really full-bodied, potent tincture, so you just reap better benefits from that, and it's more concentrated, so you don't have to take as much. But I love teas; they're amazing. I like drink tea.
I've never had a tea.
A what?
I've never had a tea. As in, like, adaptogen. Is that what we're talking about? Can you buy, like, adaptogens?
Okay. I thought we were talking about, like, kind of tinctures, like, or just extracting through herbs. So, like...
Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. This is just a question.
Okay.
So let's go through the whole...
That's what I thought it meant.
Okay. So you can get teas. Okay, now I've confused myself.
When you drink a tea, just a tea. Yeah, that's what I thought we were talking about. Like tea leaves. Like herbal, dried herbs or fresh herbs, and you put it in water and drink a tea.
Got it. Okay.
That's what
there's also that whole thing about like even like dried herbs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of, I think they use both. The mushrooms that I use a dual extraction method. So that's using water and alcohol. So it's actually the same. You're getting more of a full-bodied you're getting all the compounds from the herbs. Some constitutes aren't water soluble. So water cannot pick up any of the essential oils, any of the alkaloids and resins found in the herb. So that's how you can get the powder extract, but also when you're making tinctures. I feel like that's confusing, but does that make sense?
Kind of. So what's the best way to get them then?
Well, using both, because then you get all of the compounds out.
Okay, so is it better that I take, so fuck teas, they don't give you as much, and then is it better that I have powder herbs in like a glass of water or elixir or whatever, or is it better that I take tinctures? Because I've heard that powdered stuff, everybody excuse this, it's fine.
I know.
We're on a real podcast, it's real life, it doesn't matter, dogs are cute. Is it better that I take a powdered herb, or is it better that I take a tincture? Like, what's more effective? Because I've heard that with powders, they're 70% less potent or less effective than a liquid.
70% less potent than a liquid.
Is one more bioavailable than the other?
No, like you're basically, the powder is the herb or the root just dried and ground down into a powdered form.
Okay.
Or if it's a hard mushroom like chaga mushrooms, you would use a dual extraction method of alcohol and water to extract the compounds from the mushroom, and then it's dried into a powder like really quickly, so fast, so you don't lose the properties.
Okay.
So that's kind of the difference there. And then with a tincture, you're just steeping the whole root or the whole leaves of a herb and putting that in the alcohol or water or vinegar liquid for about 6 weeks to extract all of that. Not just in water, that wouldn't work, but with the alcohol for 6 weeks. And that pulls out all the constitutes medicinal properties from the herbs. So it's kind of the same in a way.
Okay.
That's probably wrong, but.
All right. No, that's perfect. That was the answer that I was looking for. Amazing.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That was awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you. So, one of the things I did want to ask, like, what do you feel like are the top 3 or 4 or 5 easy ones that we can all be taking that are helpful for our cycles? So stress.
Oh, great. Yeah.
All that jazz.
Yeah. So I guess we've spoken about Schizandra for liver, but that's also really good for hormone balance as well. Probably the best herb for like overall optimal health, and especially for the female reproductive system and hormone imbalances, is Shatavari. We use the root that's in Universal Glow.
Okay.
It basically it supports like women all through all stages of their cycle, from when you start menstruating all the way through to menopause. It helps with like conception. Wouldn't
that be good?
Yeah,
this mushroom won't get you pregnant. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Exactly. And like postpartum health, it helps with the flow of breast milk.
Oh wow.
It's really amazing. It supports fertility, and it helps to balance our hormones, helps PMS symptoms.
What was that called again, that one?
Shatavari.
Okay, cool.
It's an Ayurvedic herb. Also, I've read that rhodiola, that is also, there's been some studies that shown that can help restore, like, people who've lost their period, aren't menstruating anymore. It can help restore it back. So yeah, those are probably the good top 2 for hormone balance. Also, this isn't an adaptogen, but red raspberry leaf, like as a tea or something, I find that like really, really good. I tend to take that like around my period, and that just kind of helps with PMS symptoms a lot, and it's really relaxing kind of taking a tea.
Where can we buy red raspberry tea? I've actually never had it before. I know a lot about it, but I've never had it.
Yeah, I've kind of bought it in bulk, but I think you'd be able to get it off like iHerb.
Oh,
just
yeah.
look for like a good organic tea.
Yeah.
And you can get it kind of in larger quantities there probably. Yeah, iHerb, it's really good. Whenever I can't find something, I go there.
Oh my God, me too. I know, it's the freaking best. So before you said that you shouldn't have coffee with some of the adaptogens, you reckon like alter the thing. Why is it that some brands then have like a blend with coffee?
Put them together. I know. I think it's like it's okay, but like if what you're kind of looking for out of adaptogens, like say with reishi mushrooms, that's a really good calming adaptogen and for balancing and kind of grounding and centering you, and kind of then having that with coffee that's really stimulating is kind of like you're not going to get what you're wanting out of that if that's what you're looking for. That's kind of just why I said that, people dealing with stress a lot and you're taking all these herbs, but it might not be working because, you're drinking, 4 coffees a day. So, of course, you're not calm and you still can't sleep. So that's kind of why I mentioned the coffee thing.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
Cool. With sleep then, what do you feel like are the best ones to sleep? Like obviously ashwagandha.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah. Ashwagandha is the best. I think even reishi and kind of because all adaptogens help you with stress. So just basically by lowering your stress levels, it will help you get to sleep, hopefully, at night. But for herbs for sleep, I don't use as many adaptogens. I kind of just use different herbs that are more sedating. Nervine herbs, like I find I've made a sleep tincture. It's got like valerian root in it, passion flower, and hops. They're all just they kind of like help that. When your brain is just looping and you can't stop thinking at night, it helps that. It's been amazing. Yeah.
Okay. When are your tinctures coming out again? 2-3 weeks, you said?
Yeah, 2-3 weeks. So
it'll be out. I'll release this once they're out. So it'll be out
early June.
Awesome. Yeah, amazing. I'm so excited to try them. Okay. Any other ones for sleep?
Those skullcap is really good. That's good for sleep as well. Adaptogens in terms of sleep, like there's no adaptogen that's going to sedate you to fall asleep.
Yeah.
It'll calm you, but it's not going to kind of actually knock you out, make you sleepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be good if we could find one like that.
Ashwagandha.
A sleeping pill for the plane. I was on the plane actually flying back from New York and I was talking to this guy. I'm sure you get this when you're having conversations with people and they're like just so not into health and they're like, oh, just have 2 wines and a sleeping pill and you'll be good. And I'm like, that is not how I roll, like at all. I'm more like some lavender oil and meditation, but that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be good if we could find a herb that sedated us for long plane trips or whatever. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking my sleep tincture for my trip to Japan on the weekend. Okay. So I'll let you know how it goes if it knocks me out for the whole trip.
Yeah, please do. Okay. So with that question before about the coffee stuff and some people putting them together, does stevia alter anything?
I don't think it would alter anything. I just typically, just me personally, I try to avoid stevia. I guess I just would prefer honey. I kind of like to take things that are more in their whole form.
Cool.
Or an extract of their whole form. I just find, because you want to be careful about how much sugar that you're intaking. And I feel like just honey has, a lot of other health benefits as well, or really good quality maple syrup or something like that. So because I just don't personally use stevia, I don't know too much about, I don't think it wouldn't have any effect on their absorption.
Cool. Okay. With other brands and stuff, obviously the reason why I really like your one is you doesn't have stevia in it. There are some brands, actually, particularly the American ones, where I tried some when I was last, not when I was last in New York, the time before that this year, and I actually could not drink them at all because they were so sweet. I felt so sick after having them. Now, obviously, I have absolutely no sugar in my diet whatsoever, so to me, it was like ridiculously sweet. What are I mean, I don't want, like, we can't name brands, but how do you know a good brand versus a bad brand? The reason why I like yours is that obviously it's a small Melbourne brand, so it's all like, I know it's really good, and it's literally just ground up adaptogens and herbs and mushrooms. It's not full of stevia or any other crap.
Yeah. So basically I think that's what people should do. I think I kind of do your research into brands before you're going to like invest your time and money by taking them. Like, look at their website, their values, what they stand for, and even like contact them and ask some questions if you have any. I think is like a really good thing. We get a lot of questions and I respond to them all. I think that's the best way you can really gauge what a brand is like.
Is organic really important?
Yeah. I kind of try to stick with certified organic or wild harvested, which means it's not certified. So wild harvested isn't certified organic, but like say the mushrooms I use aren't certified organic, they're wild harvested. That's because they're grown like in mountains in their original, like,
which is
where they're meant to be grown. Yeah, so away from pollution. It's not irradiated. Yeah.
Irrigated?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And basically the people that are cultivating this they would never be able to get certified. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have that.
Oh yeah, it's the same as like
clean.
Yeah. It's the same as like even like the meat industry, and what I say about like some of like those little farms around here, people are asking about organic. It's like organic can still be like organic pesticide, organic corn. And it's like a lot of those smaller family owned businesses that are so pure and so clean, they can't afford that certified organic. It's so freaking expensive.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd look for wild harvested, certified organic when you can, and just, like, read the labels, and if there's ingredients on there that you don't recognize, that don't sound like a food, like, just maybe don't look into it a bit further. And like with sugars and stuff. Yes.
So many have sugar in them, which I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, it's like the coffee thing. I'm like, I don't think this is healthy then.
I think
you go, sorry.
No, I guess they're just trying to make it so you can just, for ease, like, add it to water and go.
Yeah.
But it's like, I feel like you can just add your own sweetness to your level of preference.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. What are some of the questions that you often get emailed about that my listeners might like to know?
Yeah. I've been asked about our extraction methods for the mushroom, which I kind of already went through, and like what's the difference between like a whole herb ground down and an extraction. So so there's turmeric, but then people get curcumin supplements, which is the active ingredient in turmeric. So that active ingredient has been taken out and just isolated. So I believe that you should be taking like the whole herb or an extraction of the entire herb, because there are other compounds in it that bind to those active ingredients. They should be taken all together in your body. That's just what I think. So I've been asked about that. I do get asked a lot about like, will this blend help with this like X symptom? So I can't really I can't offer advice on that, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a naturopath. I can't advise people on that. So I always offer like, I don't know, like, if you're in Melbourne, like, I'll send you to my Chinese medicine doctor or something like that. Like, just help in any way I can, I always respond. Yeah.
Awesome. So, okay, jumping back to some of the best ones to help. So we've sort of done liver. What about anything else? We've done lady parts. What else? We've done, you mentioned one that was good for skin.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what that was called.
Schizandra. And then there's basically all the liver herbs, because they're cleaning and helping your liver. Like, you're going to see the residual effects in your skin. Another really good one is Amla. Amla and Hishu are the other two herbs in Universal Glow that I blanked on at the beginning.
Awesome.
So yeah, Amla it's known as the beauty berry. That also is like a liver protector. It's got heaps of antioxidants, vitamin C, amino acids. It's a really rejuvenating tonic. It's like a blood tonic. It purifies your blood.
Oh, yeah. Are you going to get that one in the tinctures?
No, I haven't got that in a tincture, but we'll see.
Please make one.
I've got I've got a detox liver tincture, just different herbs. But they're all great. All great for skin. But yeah, Amla, like as an adaptogen, is one of the best. It's also well known as a hair tonic to get like nice, strong, healthy hair, helps hair growth, the color, more vibrant hair color. Another good hair one is Hishu, as well for your skin and just overall anti-aging. That one's kind of like famous for reversing grey hairs, preventing grey hairs, helping with preventing hair loss.
Okay, cool. Do you feel like there's anybody that shouldn't take adaptogens, or like can everybody take them? Do we have to stop taking them at certain times?
Yeah,
obviously with pregnancy you need to be really careful.
Yeah, pregnancy, be careful. I just speak to like your doctor of choice about that. What it's all about, also just what you're comfortable with. So I'd say, wait, what was the question again?
Is there anybody, should everybody be taking adaptogens, and is there anyone that shouldn't take adaptogens?
So yeah, it's kind of like a tricky thing. I would say definitely if someone, because while all adaptogens lower stress and are about managing stress, there are some really stimulating ones and really calming ones. So if you're very, very stressed out, really like got severe chronic stress and fatigue, taking stimulating adaptogens like Panax ginseng is very stimulating. That can kind of just enable you to kind of keep going a bit further, and you will end up burning out, basically. So yeah, there are that kind of like, not dangers, but if you're really stressed, you shouldn't just be covering it with those kind of herbs or, like coffee and other stimulants. It's just all about, you've got to figure out what it is in your life that's causing the stress, to get to the root problem. So I would say if you're really, really stressed out, try and stay away from stimulating herbs, because you need to restore, you need to sleep, you need to like nourish your nervous system more.
Yeah, 100%.
Get back down. Yeah.
So it's like a combo of get the root problem and then use the herbs, adaptogens, mushrooms for your body to get back to homeostasis as fast as possible.
Yes. And like combining them with like nervine herbs. So they're more of the ones like that I have in like the sleep tincture, like valerian root, and also like chamomile, and just more of those gentle herbs that are better for relaxing your nervous system. They're probably better for extremely stressed out people as well, kind of just using adaptogens in conjunction with those herbs.
Yeah, beautiful, amazing. Okay, let's do the next question. Somebody said, why don't I feel anything when I have the shroom teas?
Yeah, so I guess it would depend on like a number of things, but I think the most important thing when you're taking herbs is to be consistent. You have to kind of, like reishi and like a lot of the other herbs, it's best taken in like small amounts over time, and it has a cumulative effect in your body. So you need to take them regularly, probably every day, not for like the rest of your life, but while you're dealing with this certain stress. So to be consistent would be the number one thing.
Oh, awesome. I didn't know that. That's good to know.
Yeah, maybe because, and maybe you are taking it with like a stimulant or something that's, if you're wanting to be less stressed, you shouldn't be having coffee because it's going to just,
And again, if you haven't addressed the root cause, don't expect some mushrooms to fix it.
Exactly. You've got to look at what, is happening in your life and kind of work on that and take the mushrooms as well. I mean, like I've been taking reishi for like a few years now, like off and on. And kind of like when I look back on it, like overall, I feel a lot more grounded, a lot more centered now. But of course, I still go through times of stress. It's not blocking my stress response.
Yeah, not making your annoying boss go away.
like a miracle drug or anything. It's still going to happen, but overall, I'm more balanced. I notice my moods are different, like better mood, things like that, energy.
Awesome. Cool. And like how long should you wait until you will get a result? Like how long after you start taking them can you expect to see results or feel results?
Yeah. I'd say like a good 3 to 4 weeks, like around a month or even more of like consistent use is when you'd really start to kind of notice some subtle differences. It also, you need to be in touch with your body and what's going on as well. Because if you're really, like out of touch and kind of out of control, you're not going to notice those small things. So, that's what I would say.
Beautiful. Okay. We've talked about the best ways to take them. Okay, so water, tincture. I really want to know this because this is how I fucking take them. Is it going to distort them if I take them in a cacao elixir? Like you've got this with you.
I know, like what I've got. I mean, I think, yes, in a way it could be impacting it because there's other herbs in here, but it's not going to just block it. Like you're still going to get it. I always have the blends in a smoothie or I put it in porridge, like in the morning. Like it's not just going to completely cancel out the effects, but it's not going to work as well, I'd say. But like also in saying that, I hardly ever just put like a teaspoon in hot water and drink it like that. I'll always make it in some sort of a drink or put it in a soup. So
that's a good idea. Put it in soup.
Yeah, I put the mushrooms in like my bowl of soup and like mix it together.
Oh my God, I love that. One time I said to my cousin, I don't know what I said to her, and I was like, oh yeah, I was saying to her, like one day I was like, come to Bondi and we can go have mushroom lattes. Something around that. No. She was talking about her wedding to me and like her skin. And I was like, oh my God, you've got to try. And then I was talking about your universal glow. I was like, you've got to get it. Like, they're the best. Oh my God, my skin, I just feel like I've been glowing. And she was like, so what, they're mushrooms? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, how do I take them? And I'm like, just put them in a coffee. And she's like, mushrooms in your coffee? And I was like, yes. She literally thought I meant like chopped butter mushrooms floating around in her coffee. And then I was like, what the fuck? No. So funny.
Yeah.
So we are not talking about floating mushroom.
No.
Actually, we didn't even really say
mushrooms.
Yeah. We didn't even really say what is an adaptogen, what is a mushroom, what is a herb.
So adaptogens is can be a mushroom and a herb. So adaptogens are just the herbs and mushrooms that have been found to, help your body manage stress and restore your body back to its normal homeostasis. That's what it is. So actually, to be classified as an adaptogen, it must be non-toxic and have very limited side effects, basically none. It has to be safe. It has to be a safe herb. It has to help your body's increase your body's resistance to stress, and it has to have a normalizing effect on your body, meaning that when you do get stressed, it can bring you back into balance. So that's how like a mushroom or a herb or a root is classified as an adaptogen. Mushrooms are fungi. They're not herbs. They're not plants. Like they're their own species. And then herbs are roots, like, they're plants.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And is there a major difference between the benefits or the effects of them? Obviously, so we know adaptogens, they help your body adapt to stress, like the word suggests.
Yeah.
And then mushrooms, are they generally grounding?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all kind of different and individual in themselves. Like there's so many mushrooms. There's like thousands of different mushrooms.
Quickly list them, Lisa.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm tired. No. So mushrooms, I don't know. Definitely if you want a grounding mushroom, reishi is the best.
Yeah.
Cordyceps, that's a mushroom. That's great for like endurance, energy. That would be like a good coffee replacement mushroom to have in the morning instead of your coffee.
Oh.
Chaga.
You're wanting to make like a million different elixirs now with different. Like, I want some reishi, some grounding.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's so many. It's so hard to choose. Like, I'm like, I just want them all.
What's that book you recommend to me that I also bought?
Sorry?
What's that book that you also recommended to me that I also bought? Yeah.
Oh,
I can open up right now because it's a really good book.
I can't remember.
And it goes through, like, I haven't read the whole thing, but it's just like a Bible of adaptogens, and it goes through all of them. Like, so you can, it's really called Adaptogens, Herbs for Strength, Stamina, and Strength. Yeah. That's it. David Winston. Boom. Yeah. There you go.
Yes. If anyone's interested in learning more about adaptogens in detail, get that book. It's amazing, and it explains everything really clearly. It's kind of easy to understand. Obviously, it has its scientific sections, but it's really good.
Amazing. Is there anything else that we should know about adaptogens, mushrooms, all that jazz? Anything else you think the listeners would want to know?
We've covered a lot. What would they want? I don't know. I'm like blanking. I feel like we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot of different herbs.
Yeah, I feel like everyone should go back, re-listen with a notepad and write down the herbs names that we mentioned.
Yes.
And then do some research, buy some stuff. So I'm going to link your website in the description. Mm-hmm. And then what was the little discount you were going to give everybody? What was the code?
Oh, yeah. If you use on the website FAF.
Oh, yeah, because feminine is fuck. That's right.
15% off.
15% off. FAF for feminine is fuck. Love it. Love it. And by the time this is out, your tinctures will be out. So okay, last question. If someone is like, all the grounding or like the powders, thank you. Tincture or powder for like a first timer or something like that. Let's just say for stress, because everyone's fucking stressed. Let's say for stress. What one is better?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they both work well. It depends on kind of fitting it into your life. So tinctures are really easy. You can carry them around in your bag. You only need a small amount of them, so you can just literally drop it in water, drink it, or even drop it on your tongue. So that's very easy to use. Powders are more if you really like experimenting with elixirs and different drinks and stuff, like it's kind of more fun in that sense. Okay. So, tinctures are very easy to use. So probably if you're not familiar with herbs and adaptogens and incorporating them into your life, tinctures would be the first place probably to go just because they're so easy.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Lisa, for your time and for offering us all the advice.
Thank you so much.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that episode and learnt a few things about adaptogens, ladies. And we will definitely be doing more of them in the near future. But there is just so many delicious things I want to talk about the feminine and masculine and periods and wombs and just all of the good stuff that I talk about on a day-to-day basis. So please, if you haven't already, I'd be really, really grateful if you can leave a review. We have over 100 reviews, which just makes my heart burst. It's helping a lot of women find me and then be able to discover what it really means to be in their feminine. And it's just incredible how so many of you have sent me messages saying that my podcast has literally changed your life and you haven't even worked with me in the flesh or online yet, which just makes me so happy. So if you haven't left a review, this is your chance to be a shining light for everybody else, to help the collective healing and also help Mother Earth, because as we all become more conscious and more in our feminine, it also means that we have more of a connection to nature. So we respect Mother Earth, which is really important for the healing of our planet right now. So if you could leave a review, I would be eternally grateful. You can even post it on your Instagram story and then I will share it and I will personally send you a voice message saying thank you. I reply to all of my Instagram messages because I love connecting with you guys. You know, it's really important for me to be connecting with you. Also, I'm going to put on my Instagram story about some topics that you guys definitely want me to discuss in New York. So if there are things you definitely want to be doing healing on, make sure that you send them to me via an email if you've missed the box on the Instagram story. Otherwise, I'll forget. So please send the email to manager@monicayates.com.au with the title of topic for New York City event. And we will compile that into the list so I can make sure that I cover every single thing that you guys want to cover. I cannot wait to meet you there. I cannot wait to see your tickets come through. We're also going to run a big Zoom call probably towards the end of October with everyone that's bought their tickets, just so we can all meet each other, so you can meet me, so I can meet all of you guys, so that you feel really comfortable coming into the event space. So make sure that you keep checking your checking your emails once you've bought the ticket, so you don't miss out on that Zoom call, because that'll be a really beautiful way to connect with the women before you even come to the event. All right, have a lovely day. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you got lots of chicken nuggets out of today's episode. I would be really, really grateful if you'd be able to leave me a review and a star rating that you think is appropriate, hopefully 5. And if you could share this podcast so that I can help more women live a life of flow and ease, I would be so fucking grateful. Make sure you tag me in it on Instagram so I can personally thank you, because I know so many of my clients have found me literally because their friends have posted about my podcast on their Instagram story. And I just want to help as many women as possible. So by you sharing it, I would be so fucking grateful, and I'm sure your friends would be too. If you do want to welcome me, please do check out my website for all those details. And of course, you can DM me on Instagram with any other questions. If you have any podcast things you want me to talk about, any ideas, any feedback, I am always open to it. And I always love hearing what you guys have to say. So please don't hesitate about that either. I will catch you on the flip side. Have an amazing day or night wherever you are.